It's a soaked but celebratory senior day here at Stoney Creek High School in Rochester Hills. The third-ranked Cougars are 18-1-1. Those two games lost to the number 1 and number 10 team in the state of Michigan. Today, the Cougars face the Fraser Ramblers, the District 13 champions a year ago, but right now, it's all about the 13 seniors on this Stoney Creek roster. A group that's contributed so much to this team. You've got 5 seniors on the back end. You've got Miss Michigan a year ago, Lily Bosley playing in the midfield, and Ava Evripas, a player to watch up front who's great with her hold-up play and can be creative as well with the ball. She'll also contribute a lot on free kicks. On the Fraser side, 8-7-1 this season, 5-4-1, and the Mac White, a team that struggled with injuries at times, has played with just one bench player, one substitute, and in high school it is free sub. So fresh legs could play a big part today, especially because it is pouring out there. It's been raining for about the last hour or so, and the showers are not supposed to stop this entire night. So Stoney Creek and Fraser will go at it in the downpour. Here on this turf surface, could be slick, could be fast, but she should be a very exciting contest between these non-conference foes. We caught up with Stoney Creek head coach Brian Middlestat before the contest to talk about what his 13 seniors mean to the program. Pre-game with head coach Brian Middlestat of the Stoney Creek Cougars. Coach, 18-1-1 this year, but this is a big night for you, senior night. You're sending off 13 seniors. What are your emotions pre-game?
Well, I think it's a level of excitement, opportunity for us to kind of show, bringing the whole team together and get an opportunity to kind of knock the ball around, have a little bit of fun, and head into districts.
What have these seniors, all 13 of them, meant to your program over these last 4 years?
Well, you know, it's a big impact on not only our team, but like I said, our community, our program, our younger kids, and they've really kind of, like I said, touched our community and what they do and how hard they work, and I think it's showing throughout the season.
Have they stepped up as leaders throughout your fantastic season with 18 wins?
Oh yeah, I think you'll see that even tonight and through our program, is that we expect them to lead and we expect them to show what they can do on the field, but also the things they do outside in their school and their community as well.
You've got Miss Michigan returning in Lily Bosley. How great has she been for you? She's got one more season of collegiate soccer, high school soccer left before heading to play collegiately in Michigan. How has she helped your team from back to front?
Oh, I mean, she is just such a unique player, such a talent, and throughout the whole field and through the opportunity to lead the program, I think she's done a fabulous job. And it's definitely, again, we talk about major impact on a program, and Lily's really kind of set the example there. So.
Coming in, Fraser tonight, and won their district last season. How do you stop the Ramblers?
Well, I think, I've known the coaches and the young coaches over the time, and he's a young, Mike's a young guy, but I've known him for a while, and I think he'll come in and, try to stop us, mainly, and I think our kids are going to be excited, with being senior day, and I think they're going to step up, and I think they'll do the good things they need to do to shut them down.
Should be a lot of energy out there tonight. Coach, thanks for the time.
All right, thanks, guys.
Stoney Creek and Fraser coming up soon.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
.728 in Rochester Hills, just moments away from kickoff between Stoney Creek and Fraser, the last regular season game for the Cougars. It's senior day here at Stoney Creek High School. The weather should be a big factor. 66 degrees and pouring rain. Purple on the forecast, winds up to 10 miles an hour. It should be a doozy. Stoney Creek starters will be introduced right now. In fact, they'll do the whole team, because why not?
Number 3, Number 4, Captain Mary Kennedy. Number 5, Captain Mary McKinley. Number 6, Emily the Eliminator Holman. Number 7, Alexa Beware Wolf. Number 8, Captain Lee Roller Zolik. Number 9, Caitlin the Scorcher Crusher. Number 10, Olivia Lightline Lombardo.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
I love running and working out. but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
A good look at the Stoney Creek crew huddling up for the last regular season kickoff at their own field. Brian Middlestat, 2016 state champion, has his group together going over the game plan. He said Fraser's a very athletic team and struggled with some injuries throughout the season, but first-year head coach Mike Leone, who's leading the other side, is trying to get his crew straightened out. 8-7-1 overall is Fraser, team that won District 13 last year, and after this contest will play Warren Mott at 4 on Saturday. And again, that is at Fraser. Both these teams get an opportunity to host their first district game. One last huddle. You see those captain's armbands for Stoney Creek. 4 of them on this squad. Megan Kennedy, Lily Solik, number 8 in navy blue and gold. Lily Bosley, the former Miss Michigan, right to Solik's right. And the 4th captain is number 5, Maddie McGinley. Very experienced defense for Stoney Creek. Team that has 5 seniors on the back line, but a fantastic offense as well, averaging almost 3.5 goals per game. Fraser's had an up and down season, lost 3 of its first 4, then bounced back with 4 straight wins in conference play. Almost ready to go here at Stoney Creek. Ian Unsworth with you in the press box, luckily warm and dry with a couple of our crew right next to me here on the prep. Ava Avripa sends it back and we're ready to go. 40 minutes on the clock. The clock will count down. 40-minute halves, free substitutions. First chase for Bosley, immediately hunting down the ball. Megan Smith, the right back, playing a little keep away. Early pressure for Stoney Creek, a team that usually likes to sit back, absorb a little pressure, and play patiently. McKenna Musser, another senior, loses it. But it bounces right over to Kaylee Butcher. Ball from McGinley to chase. Good burst of early energy for Stoney Creek. A little bit of pressure in the first minute. Tumble right outside the box, but no whistle. Repus, a little hold-up play, which Coach Middlestat told us is her specialty. That time a little hold on the defensive end of things as Fraser wins a free kick. Ava Fuller wins it. She plays her travel soccer for Nationals 06. Some players from the top Michigan club teams on both teams. Nationals represented Liverpool, formerly Vardar, Michigan Jaguars, Revolution. A lot of teams that make a little noise on the national stage today. Here's the first offensive foray for Fraser. Merrick Schwalbach starting in cage today for Stoney Creek, boots it out. The sophomore who started last year as a freshman. Two goalies to choose from for Stoney Creek. Schwalbach and then Megan Kennedy's younger sister Jessica, just a freshman but has seen ample time this season. Over the course of 20 games, Coach Middlestat says that playing time split's been about 50-50. McGinley looking for options. And Musser exploring the left side. More space now, Bosley. Dinks it back for McGinley, pops it towards cage, and the stop. Hannah Ritchie down to a knee, senior goalkeeper for Fraser. Not much of a problem, but those low shots, if they keep on skipping and the rain keeps on falling, things could get rather interesting. Tough for a goalie to make those plays, especially on the turf surface, which will play extremely quick. Delaney Barr has it taken off her. McGinley's been all over the field early on, controlling the right side. Headed to play at UNC Greensboro after her high school career concludes. Through ball for Bosley on the run. The Michigan commit serves it to the middle. Stoney Creek almost had it in. Deflected off the goalie, off the post. And now a corner kick coming for the Cougars. Served in the middle for Evripas, who tried to get it on her strong right foot running left. A tough angle, but best result out of it. Evripas and Butcher are the two responsible for taking all the set pieces, corners, and free kicks. Evripas to serve it in. Towards the front post, off the post, and into Ritchie's grasp. What a fortunate bounce for Fraser. You can see a wry smile on the face of the Ramblers goalie. Almost an Olympico off the foot of Evripas. That's a goal directly off a corner kick. Bosley's onside. Lefty drive towards the middle, but Faith Bruhan couldn't pull it in.
Good run, Lil.
Already a couple early tests for Hannah Ritchie. 2 saves.
Substitution for Fraser, number 13, Madison Armstrong.
Not a whole lot of substitutes on that Fraser bench. Just 5 white jerseys ready and waiting. I mentioned earlier that the Ramblers have played with just 1 substitute in games prior. Against Lance Cruz, Ramblers fell 2-0, and with only 12 players able to go. Pressure's been on the end of the team in white thus far. Delaney Barr looks for an outlet. Up top towards the freshman Emma Wengler. But thus far, the Stoney Creek back line not budging. And Maddie McGinley winning every single ball in the midfield. Speculative effort towards the middle, finds Bosley. Something Brian Middlestat mentioned in a conversation with him this morning is that Bosley's seen a lot of attention from opposing teams. Defenders that will play physically with her, drape themselves all over her, make it very difficult for her to get a touch. Expect her to see a lot of attention from the Fraser defense. Right back Lily Solik had a chance to run, couldn't find her touch. Bosley rips it towards the left post and it spins wide. She hit it rather well. Bit of knuckle action right towards that left pipe. It slightly missed. She's got 35 goals this season. Bosley scored in 5 straight games. Another chance for Bosley to run, this time at Megan Chevalier. Bosley with the speed, the service, and it's out for a corner.
Corner kick for the Lady Cougars.
I mentioned the injury issues for Fraser. Looks like senior Megan Chevalier is a little slow to get up. Head coach Michael Leone hustles over. Senior defender on her back. Looks like they're tending to her right side. Clock is stopped. Just about 10 minutes in the first half. Maybe a late collision between Bosley and Chevalier as the cross came in. Right now, no action on the Fraser bench. Ramblers defense that's been under a lot of pressure over the first 10 minutes. 4 shots, 3 of them on goal for Stoney Creek. Chevalier not putting a whole lot of pressure on the left leg. You saw in that replay, might have been stepped on as she went to challenge the cross. Corner kick upcoming for Stoney Creek. An offense that's averaging almost 3.5 goals per game. The Cougar squad has 10 games this year with 3 or more goals. Started off the season with a 4-1 win over Grand Blanc, then beat the defending state champions Bloomfield Hills 3-0. 17 goals in Stoney Creek's first 4 games. An offense that just does not quit. 12 total goals, shut out all opponents in the Concordia tournament. A service in right towards Ritchie, and she grabs it. A strong take from Fraser's senior keeper. Ramblers get anything going on the left side of the field. Seems to be the only way that you can stay competitive with this Stoney Creek squad. Barr pokes it. A little bit of space for Ava Fuller. And the shot snapped right on target, but right into the grasp of Schwalbach. Fuller stopped and let it rip. Well, tough to make any real impact on that. No momentum behind her and outside the 18-yard box. Little space for Claire Wise down the outside. Looking for Fuller again. And Fuller beats Kennedy. 3v4. And another shot right into the goalie's gut. Coach Middlestad highlighted Merrick Schwalbach's voice. Early on says she is great at communicating with a very experienced defense. McGinley down the touchline. Well, popping around outside the 18, doesn't find Bosley. Instead, it's out wide right. Fuller's found some momentum over the past couple minutes. Mia Carson shutting everything down the left side. See the ball take a couple of awkward bounces as soon as it hits the turf. Slipping off players' bodies and hopping around because the turf has been getting soaked for about the past 2 hours. Touch very important, especially on balls through the air like this one. Bosley to McGinley. Two D1 commits connecting. McGinley tries the worm burner, and it's right into the grasp of Hannah Ritchie. A tough touch for Claire Wise. Again, the high bounce off the turf. It's slick and tough to control over the head. And the touch with the foot was not there. Heat-seeking missile off the right foot of Kaylee Butcher. Her third year on varsity. One of a couple players on this Stony Brook team who also plays varsity basketball. Stoney Creek won the girls basketball district championship this year. McGinley with a head of steam, and Fraser plays it safe. Megan Hodge just boots it out of play. No reason to risk it with McGinley's pace. Solik under a little pressure. And Fraser wins it in the midfield. Fuller hounded by two Navy jerseys, and here comes Bosley on the run. Two white jerseys around her. Expect to see that almost throughout the entirety of the game. A blanket on the Michigan commit. One reason Bosley and McGinley have such a connection, they played travel together. Club teammates on Vardar and then Liverpool. Those two programs merging over the past couple years. Liverpool running ECNL Academy, Directors Academy programs. Ripos went for the switch of play. The ball still with Stoney Creek. But a high foot puts it right back in Fraser's possession. Just 2 shots for the Ramblers and first-year head coach Michael Leone. Paul Kepler, who led the Ramblers to a district title last year, is still on the sidelines as Leone's head assistant.
Substitution for Fraser, number 16, Faith Smith.
Ramblers trying to utilize the bodies as well as they possibly can. Emma Wengler's out up top and Faith Smith in.
For Stoney Creek, number 6, Emily Altman. Number 7, Alexa Wolf. And number 15, Kendall Allen.
And Stoney Creek on the other side can substitute rather liberally if they choose to. 10 bodies there, ready and waiting. Alexa Wolf, Emily Altman, 2 seniors. Fresh into the contest. Here comes Bosley. Pokes it over everything. Looking for that top right corner. She put it through the field goal posts. Would have been about a 20-yarder. Kendall Allen in at left back for Stoney Creek. Starts the transition play. Calls of good ball from the Stoney Creek sideline. Hold up play from Ava of Ripos. Couldn't find that final option, but Stoney Creek looking more and more dangerous as the Cougars win back possession again. And get a free kick as a result. Butcher held as she passed it forward. Now she'll have to do it again. Referee thought she went a little bit too quick. Almost halfway through the first half on Senior Day. Stoney Creek High School, no score between the Cougars and the Fraser Ramblers. Another chance spins into the box and into Richie's arms. Hear that rain peppering the crowd, Mike. Not supposed to stop anytime soon. Beautiful ball forward from Bosley. Here comes McGinley, all alone. McGinley scores! Stoney Creek strikes first. A Senior Day goal for Maddie McGinley, and it's 1-0 Cougars. It all started off the ball from Lily Bosley. Beautifully slotted forward, even on that slick turf. It stops perfectly for McGinley, who had a one-on-one opportunity with Richie and put it away in the bottom left corner. The connection from the traveled teammates, ticking again. And now here's the thing. Don't just expect one goal from Stoney Creek. Expect more to come as well. The Cougars have only won 3 games by a score of 1-0 this year. Last one was against Ann Arbor Skyline. And keep in mind, that was when Stoney Creek played 3 games in 1 day. All at Concordia University in Ann Arbor. Bosley free to run. A little bit of interference, but keeps trekking. Bosley dances away from 2. Tries with the weak foot, but it floats right to the goalie. Besides the McGinley goal, Ritchie has been rather solid, playing far out of the goal mouth to stop any bouncing balls on this very slick turf. A poke forward from Altwin goes right to the 18-yard box. Altman's going to Michigan State next year, just for school, but she did win a scholarship from the Community Foundation of Greater Rochester. It'll certainly help her in her 4 years in East Lansing. Bosley back in possession. Here she comes. The Michigan commit with a toe poke. She's like a magnet in the middle of the field. Butcher wins it over Smith, and it falls off to Megan Kennedy. Megan will also be a Wolverine next year, just for school, but going after a multi-sport career in high school. Kennedy ran track and field cross country for Stoney Creek. PR 5K, just under 22 minutes. Possession for Fraser on the feet of Fuller. The Stoney Creek defense just so organized. Play the back 4 with Butcher patrolling in front. Not a whole lot gets through. "15 shutouts this year for the Navy in goal. Escapes Wengler. And here comes Stoney Creek building from the back. Bosley let it run a little too much. And that wet turf carried it into a white shirt. Bosley has it back, spins the ball forward for Wolf. And Ritchie's on the scene just in time. That got a little hairy. And Stoney Creek keeps the tempo high. McGinley's already scored once. And a speculative effort with her back towards the right corner sends things back the other way. Almost 8 o'clock, but we're still only in the first half. Senior Day ceremonies ran about 20 minutes before the game, and before that, JV started late, ran all the way up until 7 o'clock. Lights on, action still going, and Bosley still all over the place. She'll poke it outside for a free runner. Kendall Adams with a full head of steam. Looking for Avripas, who keeps it in, but she was offsides. Opportunity for a cross. It could be controlled. Went slightly ahead of that last defender. Advantage played by the referee as Butcher strides forward. And she got too far up the field for a whistle. An interception by Barr. He's traveled for the Thundercats. She'll play on the outside or as an attacking mid. Her role for Fraser kind of fluid. She'll start on this left end, but drift into the middle if needed. Right now, the Ramblers looking for any semblance of a little possession. Take the pressure off the goalie. Freshman Danica Domenicucci loses it. And here comes the Cougars. Wolf collides with Wise in the midfield. And Fraser pings it forward. Full head of steam for Fuller, but she couldn't catch up with the bouncing ball. Another example of that turf. Oh, so slick. Gotta rein the ball in and play it low instead of going over the top. Play on for the referee. As Fuller fakes out Butcher. Righty bouncer. Little rebound, but Schwalbach was right on top of it. Rain also creates a little bit of problems for goalies. Ball can skip, bounce, skid left and right. And those goalie gloves, they get slick. It's tough to catch. Bosley Elaine runners around her. She'll try the bouncer herself. With Ritchie out of cage, it was a rather interesting opportunity, but Bosley hooked it left.
Substitution for Stoney, number 21, Faith Bruhan.
Faith Bruhan in. Maddie McGinley, the game's goal scorer, out. McGinley's second straight game with a goal after a tally against Country Day on the weekend. A 2-0 Stony Creek win. Butcher takes it off of Wengler. Looks like Mia Carson was onside. Fuller's been a bright spot in the midfield for Fraser. She'll run by 2. Butcher bowls into her, and that's a Ramblers free kick. Butcher lost her footing just slightly, and as she fell to the ground, decided to take Ava Fuller with her. So 6 Ramblers venture forward. And Jenna de Alamonte to serve it in. A lefty ping just keeps on riding, heads out of play. Junior with that left foot had an opportunity to curl it towards the back post. The ball just kept on flying in this rain.
And number 22, Danica Domenicucci.
Schwalbach plays it short. And Stony Creek builds from the back again. See those sidelines. Everyone's huddled in rain gear. Got umbrellas, the full 9 yards. It is coming down, folks. Carson wins it. And here comes Stony Creek storming forward. Solik with space. Plays it forward to Wolf. Or gets a deflection as Wolf fell over, but stays with Stony Creek for the throw. Lily Solik, another one of those basketball players. Used to scoring some big-time goals, big-time spots. scored the game-tying goal against Rochester last year. A Rochester squad that this season is currently #1 in the D1 rankings. Northville 2nd, Stoney Creek 3rd, Troy Athens 5th. Stoney Creek took them down along with Okemos. Portage Central 7th, Saline 8th, Heartland 9th, and Rochester Adams is 10th. Highlighting Adams because that's the only team Stoney Creek has lost to this season. That was a 2-0 defeat. Here comes Stoney Creek, a 2-on-1, back to Bosley. Oh, she swings and misses. Not something you see often. Lily Bosley's gonna want that one back. Cross came in from Carson. Bosley had it right there on her favorite right foot and did not connect. 35 goals this year. If she made any contact, almost surely number 36 with Hannah Ritchie nowhere near the goal mouth. Almost a hockey line change in here for Brian Middlestat. 4 substitutions on. Cross back towards Bosley, pinged out. A lofted ball towards Bosley. She collides with Ritchie. It's still bouncing around. And Fraser clears it out of play. Ritchie, who's been going on and off with her glasses, ate that collision rather well. Butcher over the corner kick. She's 2nd on the team in assists. Righty service in the mix, headed out. Another searching ball in off the foot of Olivia Lombardo, fresh in the game. McGinley is also back in the contest, a player who Brian Middlestat calls the team's engine. You can see her all over the place, wheeling and dealing over there on that right edge. Wise couldn't connect there with Barr. In her free time, Claire Wise moonlights as a writer for the school newspaper.
Substitution for Fraser, number 12, Mary Sager, number 18, Megan Hodge, and number 16, Faith Smith.
High school clock doesn't stop, so a few extra seconds tick off during 3 Fraser substitutions. Only 5 players on the Ramblers bench coming into this game. And Megan Chevalier left the game early with what appeared to be a left foot injury. Solik can't beat 2 defenders. Now Wise spins the other way. A little bit too much juice on her pass for Domenicucci. Freshman who plays club for Michigan Revolution out there battling. Runs into a feet of a few seniors. User and Butcher combined to take it away. McGinley with time and space. Fripus connects with Solik, and Stoney Creek's away. If Lily Solik could keep it in, which she couldn't. we want to talk about speed. Lily Solik's got it. She's also a cross-country runner in the fall. Her personal record in the 5K came in 2021. It was 18 minutes, 59 seconds. Some burning speed from the senior outside back. And consistent speed as well at that. Bosley lays it off for Muser. And there's now Lamonti on the back end. Knock it out. The only Stoney Creek goal came off the foot of Maddie McGinley. Lily Bosley laid it off to her. A beautiful through ball. And McGinley slotted it home in the bottom left corner. Stoney Creek looking for a second. Ball in deep towards the head of Bosley. Couldn't head it in. Instead down, it's right back towards her. Fraser clears the danger, only to Vetrano. Solik back to McGinley. UNCG commit. Passes to her travel teammate Bosley. And back. Way too much power on that shot. A good look for Serena Shaw, but the junior leaned back a little bit too far and sent it over the crossbar. Now 23 yards out. And that thing just kept on rising. Bernie Sager knocks it down. But it goes right to Muser. One thing about this Stoney Creek team, there's so much versatility in the personnel. Bosley can play in the middle of the field, play up top, drop back, and play central defense, which she's projected to play at Michigan. Cross-field ball. So dances around it, could not keep it in. Fraser on a 2-game win streak. Victories over Lance Cruz and Chippewa Valley. A 6-2 victory on the road against a conference opponent. That win over Chippewa Valley. But that was on the heels of 3 straight losses and a tie. We run into some tough opponents in Utica Ford and Grosse Pointe South. McGinley lefty cross. Deflected right back towards her. That rain's still falling. There are puddles on the stands in front of the press box. Ripas through 3 defenders, crosses it, and it's popped over everything. Feet up in the air, and Bosley need it like a hacky sack. Want to keep the hacky sack up, maybe not so much the soccer ball. Fraser right to the foot of Wise. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Ruhan to Bosley. Ball's right back at her feet. She takes a late tumble, but nothing from the referee. Now an opportunity for Fraser. Fuller dances through a tackle. But Sager could not control it up top. That Stoney Creek defense came running back. The cavalry all showed up right as Fuller lost the pill. Didn't go passing, gets an opportunity for Muser. Serves it in, and Wise boots it out.
1 minute left in the half.
.45 to go in the first half. In the first 39-15, it's really been all Stoney Creek. One goal, a lot of pressure on the goal mouth of Hannah Ritchie, who's had to make multiple saves, grab multiple through balls into her 18. Avripa's deep corner. Bosley heads it down, still bouncing around, and it tips in. Hit off multiple bodies. The last person to touch it was the goalkeeper, Hannah Ritchie, but eventually it ended up touching Twine, and that doubles the Stoney Creek advantage. Bosley heads it down. Bruhan knocks it off the keeper, and that's how things went up for the Cougars. Bruhan's first goal since the game against Woodhaven makes that Cougar lead 2-0. First goal in almost 2 weeks for the senior midi. That's a big piece of momentum for Stoney Creek right before halftime. Goal coming with just about 30 seconds left. Ball out of play. Neither team really wants to touch it. That's how we end the first half. Pretty much all Cougars from the first whistle. First goal off the right foot of Maddie McGinley, and the second, the nick-in from Faith Bruhan right before halftime. Through 40 minutes between Stoney Creek and Fraser, we stand at 2-0, the third-ranked Cougars.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Two first-half goals for Stoney Creek. The first, a Maddie McGinley finish off the Lily Bosley feed. Beautifully placed low left, no chance for goalkeeper Hannah Ritchie. The second came right before halftime, a little slip and slide from McGinley. The UNCG commit celebrating her second straight game with a goal. The late one was off this service, a ricochet right off the right foot of Faith Bruhan. It bounces past Ritchie into the twine, and that's where we stand through the first half. Yeah, sorry crew, you're soaked. It's been raining the entire game. We're trying our best to keep those cameras dry. With bags, we got the crowd mic now inside to keep it away from the rain that just won't stop. That's how it goes here in the great state of Michigan. Both teams huddled up in game planning right before second half action. We'll be right back with the final 40 minutes.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Only a 5-minute halftime, so both teams are back on the field. Neither of them went to any sort of locker room, so the jerseys are still very wet, and we're still rolling between Fraser and Stoney Creek. Third-ranked Cougars with a 2-0 lead. Goals from Maddie McGinley and Faith Bruhan. And the Ramblers might be down to just 4 substitutes after senior defender Megan Chevalier went down in the first half. Ramblers run a player on the field late. 11v11, and we go. Freshman Emma Wengler knocks it back, and the long ball for Ava Fuller, who was the bright spot for Fraser in the first half. Made a couple runs forward, had the Ramblers only 2 shots on goal. Instead, it's back the other way with Lauren Palmer playing it forward. Lefty ball in. Emily Altman deflected, but Lily Bosley back on it. Deep boot across the field, gets all the way to right back Lily Solik. Serena Shaw from outside the 18 crosses it in, header popped up, but reeled in. Connections all over the place, and Lauren Palmer had a chance, but couldn't get the header down. You can tell the experience, the connectivity of this Stony Brook team. 13 seniors on this squad. It is senior night. All of them were honored beforehand, as there's a bit of a shoving match between Altman and Fuller. The Stony Creek squad that head coach Brian Middlestat said you never really have to worry about leadership. It's a group that's been connected, been friends and teammates since elementary school. Some of them have gone their separate ways, played for different club teams, but now brought it all back together. The seniors on this Stony Creek team ended school this week, had their senior clap out. All left the halls, went back to their elementary schools, and got to see where they once walked as 1st through 5th graders. It's a scary proposition if you ask me, but this is a group that does a really nice job of recognizing the elders. Served in towards Bosley. She couldn't find the head on it at the back post. Still moving with the feet, and it ends up in a corner kick.
Stony Creek Cougars.
A deep, deep cross from Solik. Got past everyone. Not sure if Bosley was ready for it as she ran into the goalie almost at first.
Serena the Shredder Shaw.
Serena Shaw over it. Had a goal against Williamson, and that Concordia tourney also scored against the defending champs, Bloomfield Hills. Lauren Palmer touched it off sides, and Stony Creek will have to head back towards its defensive end. Ball in towards the back post. The Stony Creek player is down, along with a Fraser player. Mid-air collision. Both squads. That's Alexa Wolf a bit slow to get off. Shaking off her right hand. Mid-air collision between Wolf and a Fraser player whose number I can't quite catch. Left both of them a little shaken up. Not sure what the call is just yet. Both players are being sent to the sidelines. So Wolf goes to the bench for Stony Creek. Fraser's player also heads out, probably to check for any instance of head injury.
Substitutions for Stony Creek, number 17, A.G. Toma. Substitution for Fraser, number 17, Claire Wise.
Pass forward from Kennedy, finds its way to Palmer. Double-digit score on the basketball team, pushing forward. Pushes off, has a little space. Still colliding with Megan Smith. And it's a Stony Creek throw-in at the end of the day. See a little wiggle from the right hand of Lauren Palmer. Boot-to-boot on ball connection outside the 18. It goes in the way of Fraser. Foot race between Wengler and Vitrano. And the seniors winning that all day. Plenty of space for Palmer up top. And the middle feed laid off to Muser. And now one more for Bosley, who slots it in the bottom right corner.
Goal for the Stoney Creek Cougars.
Her 36th of the year. The knee slide from her and McGinley cap it all off. Opens up the hips. And again, no chance for Ritchie because Bosley can go right, can go left. She's got an open lane towards the goal. 36th goal of the year, her 86th in 3 years of high school soccer.
That goal was scored by Lily, the Bomber Bosley, her 36th of the season.
And now this Stoney Creek's 11th game of the year with 3 or more goals.
Back in the game, number 7, Alexa Wolf from Stoney Creek.
Cougars average almost 3.5 goals per game on the season. Meeting that mark in game number 21. 18-1-1 in the year. 3rd ranked team in Michigan. Space on the near side. Mia Carson plays Bosley through. Right in the touchline, Bosley puts it off the defender and wins a corner. Or maybe a tap back off Bosley. It must have, because that's a Fraser goal kick. Only 2 shots on target for the Ramblers. Both of them came off the right foot of Ava Fuller almost sequentially midway through the first half. But Fuller's been neutralized in the midfield. Right now, she's not even in the contest. McGinley sprays it towards Palmer, gives an extra burst before giving up. Stoney Creek's played a gauntlet of a schedule this season. Cougars have beaten 6 ranked teams. Midland down. Troy, Athens, Grand Blanc, Heartland, and Okemos. All of them in the top 15. Cougars themselves have had a target on their backs all year and have spent the entire year in the top 10 of the Michigan coaches poll. This is a team that bowed out in districts last year to crosstown rival Rochester. Lost 2-1 on penalties. Shaw serves it in. Heading back to Carson. Another chance for Shaw. Towards Bosley, the header towards the top left corner, just a bit wide. Senior connection from Carson to Bosley. A good look between one player that's going to Michigan State after high school and the other that's going to Michigan. Carson again avoids a challenge. She'll keep pushing forward from her left back spot. Acres of space on the right side. Francesca signs the freshman. Picks up the pace, but boots it off of Kennedy's foot. And instead of letting it roll out of play for a goal kick, Stoney Creek has confidence in that defense. Just play it out from the back. A lot of space on the right side. Bosling searching for it. Almost connected with Mooser.
Substitutions for Stoney Creek, number 3, Kaylee Bam Bam Butcher, and number 11, Lily Steamroller Stickney.
Butcher coming in to play the 6.
Substitution for Fraser, number 16,
right in front of the back
Kate
4
Smith.
will push Shaw up in the formation. And McGinley bumps out to the outside. Play on the right wing. Wengler trying to hold it up, but just bodied off by the senior Butcher. Butcher, a very powerful player. Going to Purdue after high school to study biology on a pre-med track. The brawn and the brains. Wengler couldn't get that first touch right. And so again, with calls of hold it from the Stoney Creek sideline, Cougars can play out from the back. Team that's very comfortable in possession and very comfortable playing direct, which Brian Middlestat says happens more often in high school. Instead of in club, where teams like to play more possession, they spend more time practicing with each other, summer, fall, winter, instead of just the high school spring season.
Substitution for Stoney Creek, number 16, Eva Avripas.
Avripas in and Shaw out after a good shift in the midfield. Keeper calls everyone off. Now an opportunity for Fraser to play from the back. Shut down immediately. McGinley back to Mia Carson. Immediately has it knocked out of bounds by the backtracking sides. The freshman played for a district champion basketball team in its own right. And Richie calls everyone off. Hopping punt headed backwards, and again, it's back with Stoney Creek. Really tough task for Emma Wengler, being asked to control the entire right side of the field by herself. No Marie Jackson today, senior captain for Fraser and one of the Ramblers' key scorers. Jackson's committed to play at Northwood after her high school career ends, but keep in mind, this is Fraser's second to last game before districts, so could be sitting Jackson trying to get her healthy before that postseason competition comes around. Both teams start their postseason on the 24th. Sideways header from Bosley, not on target. Fraser plays Warren Mott, part of a redrawn 15th district, which the Ramblers won a season ago, and Stoney Creek back in District 13 plays Utica Eisenhower. Chance after chance just keeps on coming at Hannah Ritchie's goal. She hasn't budged just yet. Wegler lays it off towards Faith Smith. But that rain just keeps on coming.
Fraser, number 5.
Ball gets slicker and slicker, as does the pitch.
Clara Bruno. And number 8, Ava Fuller.
Delaney Barr back in the contest. Sophomore defender.
Substitution
Ball
for
player
Stoney
that can
Creek.
control the back of the field if need be.
Lily Roadrunner Solek, along with number 10, Olivia Line Drive Lombardo.
Cool thing about Stoney Creek, all the players have nicknames. Lily Solek, just back into the game at right back, is the Roadrunner. Mentioned earlier her cross-country prowess. 1859 5K. Lily Stickney leaves it behind. Butcher with just a bit too much pace on that ball. Solik had an option ahead in Evripas. They couldn't connect. "15 minutes down in the second half between Stoney Creek and Fraser. One goal, a Lily Bosley tally in the second half after 2 Stoney Creek goals in the first. Bosley, a goal and an assist on her ledger today. Some more space for Stoney Creek. Long run down the right end for Solik. Get around with a chance for a cross. Slightly behind Lombardo. Butcher clanks it forward. Bosley a little spinaroonie. This time the cross done rather wrong. Ball hit the left foot of Solik as she went to boot it with the right. Sizzler finds its way just left of the goal. Stickney couldn't put it on target. It's been chance after chance today for Stoney Creek.
Stepping onto the field, number 15 from Stoney Creek, Kendall the Cobra Allen.
Bosley now out wide left. Try her hand at a deep cross. Solik had it on her head, couldn't redirect it towards the goal.
Substitutions for Fraser. Number 6, Jenna Delamonte. And number 11, Francesca Sainz.
Fraser making a couple of shifts in the formation. Faith Smith now alone up top. So Ramblers playing a 4-5-1, trying to get a little control of the middle of the field. Now shifts into a 4-4-2. As Domenicucci tries to move up to that second forward spot, but has to drop back as Stoney Creek gets the ball right back. Carson and Bosley on the left end, and Carson has it knocked away. She was an OAA All-Red Team honoree in basketball. That 18 in navy blue. Time for Bosley. She'll fire a laser and miss slightly wide. Almost looked as if Bosley was going for that skip, trying to get a favorable bounce off the navy blue end zone. Carson has an option behind her. It's Stickney. Spins it with the toe. Still bouncing around in a dangerous area. Ramblers eventually pop it out of bounds. Can Fraser build any pressure? That's a big question in this second half. Only 4 games without a goal this season for the Ramblers. The last came in a 4-0 loss to Grosse Pointe South. A give and go gives Carson an option. Stickney plays it to the middle. Bosley winds. Diving stave from Ritchie. 2 players converge. Ritchie's there again. It's at her feet. Now she finds it. And she kept it out of the goal.
A beautiful goalkeeper save there.
Hannah Ritchie laid out, stopped the righty attempt from Bosley. Then 2 players converge. It hit her in the stomach, and she fell right on top of it. Stoney Creek thought it was in, but no budging from the officials. Ritchie, blind to where the ball was for a second, could have knocked it in herself. Stickney takes it off of Signs. And the layoff for Avripas not connecting. Rare venture over midfield for Fraser in the second half, and Smith gives it right back. It's been 22 minutes of defending for the Ramblers in the second frame, after about 35 in the first. A tough task for Michael Leone, taking his team on the road with limited substitutes against the number 3 team in the state on Senior Day. You've got goals from 3 different seniors. 2 of those assisted. Beautiful ball in from the junior Stickney. But Wise tracks back and prevents any further contribution. A good look for Solik, who came streaking in from her right back spot. Solik, one of those players Brian Middlestat highlighted in our conversation with him earlier today. He said that Solik played one of her best games against Rochester, a 1-1 tie. Game happened 9 days ago. There were 2 in between that one and this one. But when you've got 2 of the top 3 teams in the state meeting, that's a memorable match, especially because they're crosstown rivals. Middlestat said a lot of those players have played together since middle school on club teams. A lot of them know each other, they're friends. When you face each other on the field, there's a different kind of energy. Rochester also clinched the OAA Red title with that tie. So they'll be the number 1 seed in the district. It's already been announced by the MHSAA. Plenty of time for Stoney Creek to distribute from the back, and a new keeper in cage as well for the Cougars. Jessica Kennedy, sister of Megan, seeing the second half in goal. Just a freshman, but Coach Middlestat says that Kennedy has done a great job as a shot blocker, and she's got great technique. She'll spin it out to her sister, the senior. Richie's out, and she'll have to knock it out of play. It was slightly outside the 18. Solik was bearing down right on her heels.
Number 12, McKenna Musser. Number 17, Angie Toma. And number 23, Gigi Biondo. Substitutions for Fraser. Number 0, Elena Lentine. And number 20, Megan Smith.
So a goalie change for Fraser. Elena Lentine takes place of Hannah Ritchie. Ritchie's been under a lot of pressure in the first 65 minutes. Angie Toma, Gigi Biondo on for Stoney Creek. Middlestat substituting more liberally with a 3-0 lead. Corner comes in right outside the 18. To the back post, ball is in, but the flag is up. Assistant referee called it right away. Both Solik and Biondo were right there, but with the snap of a finger and a quick whistle, goal disallowed. It was Biondo, the junior midfielder, past that last defender. First touch for Angie Toma. A lot of different options at that outside back spot. Wise sends it into the stratosphere. Have a couple of extra seconds for more substitutes as Vetrano heads off.
Substitution for Stoney Creek, Alexa Beware Wolf.
The nickname Beware for the last name Wolf is a creative one. I've never heard that one before. Creative way to use a last name and play off it with a nickname. Searching ball for Signs, who falls right past Palmer. Two new center backs in for Ryan Middlestat. That normal senior crew is out of the game except for Kaylee Butcher, who sat the end of the first half and the beginning of the second. As long as you've got a defensive midfielder in there to clean up any mistakes your center backs might make, usually you're in good shape. And Butcher's on the ball now. Defense has been extremely solid. Fraser has not had a shot in the second half. Really hasn't had possession over midfield.
Substitution for Stoney Creek, number 21, Faith Freight Train Bruhan.
Bruhan scored in the first half. Nicked in a deflection off a corner kick. Her goal came with about 30 seconds before halftime. Big momentum swing for Stoney Creek. Maddie McGinley scored the first off a Bosley assist, and then Bosley herself scored the third. Ball outside with Signs. She just loses that touch. Rain might be a little less thick, but it's still coming down in droves. Started raining at about 6:20 here in Rochester Hills, and it has not stopped. Certainly impacted the surface as the balls bounced quickly and slicked off cleats on the turf, but as it impacted the result, well, the possession and shots and goals would probably tell you not really. The third-ranked team in the country has come out inspired and controlled this entire contest. Minute 1 to minute 70. 13 seniors honored pregame. Fantastic ceremony with wooden 2023 numbers, balloons, roses for parents and players, photographer, the whole 9 yards.
A free kick for the Fraser Ramblers.
Bar to send in the Fraser free kick. Lobs it to the edge of the 18. Didn't really have enough distance to challenge the goal. Biondo plays it out wide. A long run for Wolf, but she's there. Field seems to have opened up. Fraser can't really turn it into much of an opportunity. Another Stoney Creek service and a strong catch from Elena Lentine. Backup goalie came in with about 15 minutes left. She's only seen 2 real challenges towards her goal. On the other end, Jessica Kennedy, who's played the entire second half for Stoney Creek, has not seen a shot. In the first half, Merrick Schwalbach only saw 2, and both of them were rather right at her. Good-looking chance for Angie Toma, but with a left foot, she put it way over the crossbar.
Substitutions for
Ball
Stoney
ping-ponged
Creek.
around, and
Captain
Toma
and
caught it on the
senior
short hop.
Mad Dog McGinley and Emily the Eliminator Altman.
Altman and McGinley back in. 2 seniors playing their final 7 minutes of regular season soccer on this field. Ball's played forward towards McGinley. She spins it off 3 Fraser players. Pace of the game has slowed rather quickly. Fuller can't pick it up. Bosley slides it forward towards McGinley. Couldn't get that final step. One thing both Fraser goalies have done an excellent job of tonight is coming out of their cage to claim that long ball, especially the low one, which Bosley plays so well. Pass lost in translation. It's right back to Stoney Creek. 5 minutes left on senior night, and the Cougars are cleaning up shop. Fancy footwork from Fuller, and her teammate up top didn't know the ball was coming. Couple more runs forward for McGinley, who's still chugging along. 75 minutes into the contest. Ball's laid back. Bosley, the rebound still there. Offside's called as Stoney Creek scores. Wave off the goal. First chance from Bosley, but a pretty clear offsides. The shot was taken, and Ava Avripas was past every single Fraser player. Under 4 minutes to play now. Subs coming back in for Michael Leone.
Is our birthday girl, Mia the Menace Carson.
Fraser still keeping the energy high out there. Gotta credit them. They've been on the defensive end for most of the contest, but still enjoying things in the rain. Ball snuck through a couple white shirts. McGinley handed it off her head, and that gives it right back to the Ramblers.
Free kick for Fraser with a handball.
Fraser has Sterling Heights Stevenson coming up in 3 days. Their last conference contest. Ramblers are 5-4-1 in MAC White play. This is not a conference game. First real pressure that's been put on Jessica Kennedy. She just plays it forward. An easy day in goal for both the Stoney Creek keepers. This season haven't let up more than 2 goals in a game. McGinley shrugs off signs but can't control the ball. Under 2 minutes to go. Stoney Creek still pushing. Just to add another goal on that resume. Want to get over the average of 3.5 goals per game. McGinley with the nutmeg. Lefty bouncer cross. Falls to Avripas, and she puts it over. What a chance. That was actually Mia Carson right there. A mishit leaves her just with a wry smile. Impressive stuff from McGinley. Goes through 2 players with the nutmeg. And as the ball went through everyone, Carson was right there, 5 yards away. Left clutching her head.
1 minute left in the half.
Under a minute to play, and everyone's rather stopped cold. Have to bring things back for the free kick. One more push forward for Maddie McGinley. Senior scored the first goal. She'll play it forward. Carson swivels by, 20 seconds left. Cross deflected out of play. It's a goal kick.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the game.
Stoney Creek secures a senior day win. 3-0 over Fraser.
I hope you all enjoyed our
No real
senior
trouble
night.
for the Cougars. 2 first-half goals, one from Maddie McGinley and one from Fraser Bruhan right before halftime. And Lily Bosley put in the third for her 36th goal of the year. Last year's Miss Michigan just keeps on producing. She controlled the middle of the field for this Stoney Creek team that now advances to 19-1-1 on the season. Signing up from Rochester Hills, Ian Unsworth with our entire team. Alex Westfall, Evan Westfall, Sam Fisher, Christian Jackson, Zach Russell, and Brad Ross all doing great things behind the scenes, working through the rain. That's good night from Stoney Creek High School.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
A 3-0 win for Stoney Creek over Fraser on Senior Day, and I'm here with our G of the game, one of those 13 seniors and Michigan commit, Lily Bosley. Lily, you're all soaked because you played in the rain for a cool 2 hours.
Yes.
How you feeling?
Good. It actually wasn't that cold, which is good. It was pretty humid, but it was really rainy, but it was a good game, so.
How did the ball control feel? Was everything all right in that aspect?
Yeah, it definitely was a little harder to control the ball. The touches were definitely bigger, and the weight of the passes had to be adjusted just because it's more slick, so the ball will move way faster. But I think that was also in our favor because it also helps you, like a lot of players whiff the ball, and so you have to be ready. And we got a lot of goals, I think, off of that. So.
I hate to be that guy, but I think I saw you whiff it once.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly my point.
Happens to the best of them. Lily, you're one of 13 seniors on this squad. You guys went through Senior Day ceremonies beforehand.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
It was really awesome. We do this every year, and it was just really awesome to be able to celebrate with our closest friends and our whole team and all the family and supporters and celebrate us because we've been playing together for 3 years because we had COVID, so it was really awesome.
You connected with one of your friends and travel teammates as well, Maddie McGinley, on that first goal. What's it like playing with her? What's that connection you guys have?
Yeah, it's really awesome because we're actually – on our club team, I play center back, and she's right back. So we don't usually get in on the goal action. So it's awesome to be able to assist each other and play with each other up top. And we know we're both fast players, so we try to play each other the ball and just dribble in and cross. So it was really fun.
Well, you got in the action a lot. 36 goals this season for Lily Bosley. She's headed to the University of Michigan next year. Congrats on the win and best of luck in your future.
Thank you.
And you get the G of the game hat.
Thank you.
Lily, go celebrate with your teammates and enjoy Senior Day.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So that's Lily Bosley. She's the G of the game. And Stoney Creek takes down Fraser 3-0 tonight on Senior Day. The Ramblers are heading out for one more contest before district action. And Stoney Creek has district action coming up on May 24th. That's the next contest for the third-ranked team in the state. 19-1-1 are the Cougars. They clean up tonight on Senior Day, a 3-0 win for Stoney Creek over Fraser.